as you look at your life so far, okay,
Mm.
were there any like turning points, any key event or experience that changed your life, and set you on a different track? And what happened and what did you learn from it?
Okay, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
Personally for me, I feel like I'm very blessed because being born in a not very rich family, but a family where we can actually choose uh the things that we can do, and we don't have to worry so much about money. My dad has a very stable job and his income is pretty good. So being born in this kind of family, I am blessed with all of the things I need. I have a house. I don't need to worry about my education. And even until now, my all of my university fees are paid by my dad. So personally, my life has been really really blessed. But if you're talking about turning points, yes, of course, there isn't a huge turning point. There is no for me. There isn't a moment where I really dropped until I really was like I could be homeless or really really struggling with money. I'm glad and I'm very lucky that I didn't fell into like that part into life. But actually, I noticed that I do have some turning points, and specifically is when I start to learn. Because actually, I mean, this is basically a very broad saying. I'm not sure who said it, but basically, we need to have this habit of learning until we die. Because if we stop
Yeah.
learning, then basically we will just be stuck in the same place. And indirectly, when you're stuck in the same place and the society is improving, technology is improving, everything is improving. In the end, staying at the same place is equivalent to you actually dropping back and not no longer improving anymore. So personally, when I keep learning new stuff, that's where a turning point starts. It's the same thing as, for example, let me take my recent, what do you call it, my recent learnings, which is basically on finance. Because initially, before that, okay, what I thought is, okay, so, I could just enjoy my university life. Then when I come out, I will just work or I will start my own business. And yeah, basically that's it. But from learning all of these finance courses, I start to know that, hey, wait, no, I cannot just save because you see, there is something called inflation. This is like economic stuff.
Yeah.
But basically, the value of money will drop. So
Yeah.
if you just save, you will need to save a lot more if you want to be, have a good life when you
Mm.
retire. That's one case. Another case is, the way you spend. A lot of people, when they start to earn more money, what happens? Their spending also increases at the same time. So it's also equals to they don't have enough money for other stuff. So in the end, if anything happens, poof, the
Mm.
money also will go wrong case. So this is where moments where I actually hit and I'm like, oh damn, okay, so these are the things that I actually don't know. And now because I know, I can actually work on changing my mindset. And because when I change my mindset, I start to change my actions. And when I start to change my actions, in the end, the results I get will be definitely different. So I say that, when I start to learn, when I learn new things every time, that is always a turning point. It may not be a big turning point, but it's very crucial to actually turn and make sure that I am actually improving myself instead of staying in the same spot. Yeah.
Wow, that was great, man.
Thank you.
Right, yeah. And I've saw this thing online where they said you you're not you're only old if you stop learning.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to say for me, like my turning point, it will be so far like in my life, I would say during last year MCO.
Mm.
Yeah. And during last year MCO, I was quite bored at home and nothing to do. And I'm actually in a sales and marketing company. Yeah, I think you know.
Yep.
I won't say
Mm.
I won't say what's the company name. So
Yep.
we have like like where we focus a lot of like on self improvement thing. And one day I'm just like, okay, let's pick up a book and read. Never in my life have I ever thought that I will be reading, because I never
Nice.
like I never like reading. I never liked reading before, and never have the intention or any motive to like take up a book and read, because I feel that it's
Mm.
very boring. but
Correct.
but during that last year MCO, I started taking this book. It was my first book that I ever read, like, and I found very interesting. It's by Robert Kiyosaki as well. It's actually by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. And that book is called Why We Want You to Be Rich. So
Oh.
that book is about financial education and well and as
Mm.
well. And you know, like you say, like, you know, why can't we save money and stuff is because of this and that. Yeah, I also
Yep.
think that, you know, learning, reading book, taking things up and read, and, you know, like keep on improving has really turned my life as well. Yeah, since like
Indeed.
last year, quite grateful that, you know, I gave myself an opportunity to like take out the book and read, finish it. Yeah, and I
Yep.
finished the book in like a week or so. It was because it was really
Mm.
interesting, and after that, I've started like reading a lot of books. So I think that was one of my
Mm.
turning point. I and whenever I read, I feel like I can imagine a lot of like stuff and going on. And yeah,
Yes.
reading has really changed my life, and I think that's my turning point. You know, where I opened my mind to like a lot of new stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Damn, that's good
nice.
to hear, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
but well, but I mean, I think that we have we have a common thing lah, which is we are learning about finance. Oh my.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
good. It's good that we are aware because
yeah,
some people at our age usually, like if like as you say like maybe if it wasn't for MCO, we will still be doing our
yeah,
things, and then in the end we'll be caught up in all of the
yeah.
stuff that we care about, and in the end we will actually miss out this part where this is actually very important for our future. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I agree too. Where like, you know, financial education plays a huge part in every person life. Yeah, I would like to recommend a book for you guys. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. You know, if you guys want to start reading or what, you guys go and get that book. It will really change your life as well. Yeah.
Yeah.